So, from some of our younger drivers to the eldest, it's time now for Senior X30, race 31 of the weekend, and here is how they're going to be gridding up. Thomas Fleming on the front row with Harry Platten alongside Theo Mercouris and Gus Lawrence on row number 2. Lewis Gilbert and Archie Tillett on row 3 with Brad Pennell and Daryl DeLeon on row number 4. Sam Heading and Aaron Walker on row 5 with Thomas Turner and Caleb Marshall on row 6. Row 7 is Guy Cunnington and Jamie Rogers with Lewis Mackey and Thomas Wood on row number 8. Daniel Butterworth and Connor Clifford on row 9 with Tyler Reed and Clayton Ravenscroft on row number 10. Alessandro Serenetti and Caden McQueen on row 11 with Ben Higgins and Gary Edwards on row number 12. Louis Johnson-Cool and Joseph Taylor on row 13 with Marcus Littlewood and JP Sleater on row 14. Oscar Joyce and Ben Watson on 15 with Adam Fitzgerald and Alex Moody on the 16th row. Rounding out the field on row 17 is Casper Scusa and Oliver Greetham for S8 Racing.
Looking forward to this one, DJ.
Very much so. The seniors always provide us some excellent racing as well. And for everyone who is at home, and if you are joining us and you're not watching the Formula 1, please do get your comments in because we'd love to hear who you are supporting. Please do get those in and we will happily read those out for you as the drivers line up. Again, very, very spread out. The last of the cuts are only just going around the banked hairpin, and we're already going into the final corner. So either they catch up relatively quickly or we will be going round again. I have to say, though, they have slowed right up, though, at the front. We could be going green this time. Out of the final corner, green light is out and we're away. Good start there from Fleming, the number 8. He darts to the lead and straight away holds on to that one. Platten dropping down into third place as the rest of the field slot through as they come through the smoke there. Lots of debris kicking up as someone's wheels goes wide, but everyone gets through into the boot section relatively cleanly, and they all
like
come
it could have
out.
been the 14 of De Leon putting the tyres on the dirt. They looked a bit scruffy as he came through the boot section.
Yes, they did. So out through turn number 3 again. One of the Fusion carts running wide there. That was possibly, I don't know. That possibly could have been Lewis Mackey, I will say. It could have been, but we're not too sure. 14 minutes left to go. The 21 diving to the inside. That is Archie Tillett there, gets it almost done. I think he does get it done as the rest of the field slots through now. They're heading to the final corner. They'll cross the start-finish line, and this is how they'll go.
Fleming, Platten, Gilbert, Mercouris, Lawrence, Pennell, Heading, De Leon, Tillett, Walker. Round out your top 10. Then it's Turner, Mackey, Rogers, Cunnington, Marshall, Wood, Butterworth, Clifford, Cherenetti, Reed, Ravenscroft, McQueen, Higgins, Edwards, Taylor, Johnston, Cool, Greetham, Scusa, Watson, Moody, Fitzgerald, Littlewood, Joyce and Sleater.
There we go as they exit out of the boot section again, down the start-finish straight. Moves galore because the 15 Strawberry Racing driver Aaron Walker gets past the 21 of Tillett, and the number 4 as well tries to follow suit as well. Thomas Turner also does it as one of the cars running wide there. That was the 15 that I think of Aaron Walker running slightly wide, and now that you can see they're under pressure and losing places galore as he loses 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 places, moving right down the order now.
And that was actually Daniel Butterworth overtaking, who we should say again, once again, is no relation. If you've seen the two of us stand next to each other, you'd know exactly why we are no relation, because he is very tall and thin, and I am neither of those things.
Yes, or something else. 13 minutes plus 1 lap. Someone right off the ground track. That is the 62 who's come off the track. That is Thomas Wood for ST Racing. Looks like he was potentially nursing an issue, but he's back onto the track now, albeit right at the back of the field.
It's unfortunate there for Thomas Wood. We've got the 14 and the 48 going at it. That's Daniel De Leon and Brad Pennell. Daryl De Leon having a bit of an up and down day compared to yesterday, where he was permanently at the front of the field. And we've got the 4 kart there.
Yellow flag, sorry to cut off you there, Tom, because the 26 and the 15 have come together at the hairpin there. Huge shame. That is Aaron Walker and Connor Clifford who have come across Strawberry Racing and KR Sport. 2 of their karts out of this race and at the back of the grid, although be it restarting from there. Huge shame for them. 12 minutes to go plus the 1 additional lap. Harry Platten, the number 3, the man who's in second place for BMR, fastest lap of the race, 49.910.
Yes, indeed, and closing up onto the tail now of Thomas Fleming, only 0.8 of a second between them. Lewis Gilbert another 0.7 back of Platten, so the front 3 starting to spread out, although Platten will be making endeavours towards the back of Fleming as he goes for the race win in this final. We look at the 23, the 4 and the 21 going at it. So that was Mackie, Turner and Tillett.
Through they go, through the S's. Thomas Wood, 34th place in the 62. Looks like he has retired into the pit lane. Big shame for him.
Platten fastest lap of the race again, as we just see it flash up on screen there for confirmation. 49.6 brings that gap down to 0.6 of a second now.
Indeed, yes. Down the back straight they go. Oh, they're big coming together at the hairpin barriers
Gary
everywhere.
Edwards and Casper Skuza.
Yep.
That is, and Gary Edwards unfortunately still in the barriers, and it looks like day done for him.
Well, potentially so. If he can get that cart out, he may be able to get it going, albeit he'll probably have a nose cone penalty and a broken NASA panel. We'll find out, though, if he can rejoin. As we see there, the 52 diving down the inside at the hairpin. That was Cunnington on Tillett. As they go through, whoa, there, the 69 plate there. KR Sports, Jamie Rogers. Yeah, he almost got his front nose cone wiped off there as they go through, but down the inside goes the 54 of Daniel Butterworth and gets it back past again. Platten, once again, fastest lap of the race, closing that gap up, now only 0.4 of a second to those two at the front.
Yes, indeed, Harry Platten really got his sights set on the back of Fleming. We'll see what kind of pace Fleming's got towards the end of this race. Remember, there is still 10 minutes plus a lap to go through there, the 75 on the 69. So the 75 was Clayton Ravenscroft, who's recovering from an up and down day. And the 69, who we mentioned previously, was Jamie Rogers.
Technical flag going out to Tyler Reid, the number 10 plate. That's a huge shame for him. Where is Tyler on our screen? He is in 21st place at the moment on screen there. There's your race
for Casper Skuza as well.
Yeah, there's your race leader at the moment. Thomas Fleming under pressure though now from Platten. Platten has closed that gap up quite tremendously, and those two are breaking away from the main pack. They're clear by 1.2 seconds from Lewis Gilbert, Strawberry Racing.
Indeed, and as we said, Platten has got his sights on taking the win in this final. Be interesting to see what pace Thomas Fleming has got towards the end of this race. Is he keeping anything in the bag? Has he got anything in reserve to try and then pull away, just teasing Harry Platten, or is this his true pace? Is this as fast as he can possibly go? Harry Platten crossing the line, 0.290 seconds behind now from Gilbert. McCouris in there in fourth, with Gus Lawrence heading, De Leon in seventh, Pennell, Turner and Mackie rounding out your top 10.
Yesterday's final finished with Fleming, Ravenscroft and Platten. This time around, Ravenscroft isn't anywhere to be seen.
Down in 15.
Yeah, he's having a not the best one on this one, but it's still Fleming and Platten, though, who are in there. Daryl De Leon finished in fourth last time around. Where is he? He's in seventh place at the moment for KR Sport, working hard, as we see the 75 and the 56 under pressure.
That is Clayton Ravenscroft moving through.
Indeed, yeah. So we're just talking about him there. There's Caden McQueen, the number 6 plate, the red suit and the red and yellow helmet that you can just see on the outside of the track. Under slight pressure there from the 54 of Daniel Butterworth. Can't do anything about it, and he has to stay into position. The rest of the field slots through there. Defensive again goes to 63. Caleb Marshall there for Dan Holland Racing in 14th place at the moment. Gets a little bit of jostling there, and down the inside goes Clayton Ravenscroft. Gets through. So does Alessandro.
Caleb Marshall out on the marbles, out on the very edge of the circuit.
Yep. So slotting back into position now, albeit a couple more places further down the order. There you can see the Strawberry Racing driver Gary Edwards at the side of the circuit. Unfortunately now watching the rest of this Senior X30 final this weekend at Lark Hall. Through turn 3 they go, side by side there. Butterworth trying to go down the inside of the 63.
Oh, and there was... coming together between... Oh, and that's going to be, unfortunately, the end of the day for Daniel Butterworth. It looks like possibly a bent axle.
No, so he's
definitely
just...
something's gone wrong.
So he's stalled the engine there by the looks of it, and he's trying to get it re-going, but he's out the kart now, and I suspect out of this race.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
big
such a shame for my namesake as well, unfortunately. Daniel Butterworth, but a good effort today, and certainly in the final was looking right there. What I should point out is out of the commentary box window, I saw Harry Platten have a little look at the inside of Thomas Fleming as well. So the battle for the lead rages on, but it is still Fleming from Platten.
Exactly that. That is the battle for third place between Lewis Gilbert, Gus Lawrence and Sam Heading on your screen. The rest of the pack just slotting in behind them as well, with Theo Makuris, Daryl De Leon, Brad Purnell as well, all in this group of karts that you can see there. Big look over the shoulder there for Lewis Gilbert for Strawberry Racing. He's, of course, in third place. He's been holding this pack up at bay as they're going through. Big pressure there from just the number 5 on your screen, Gus Lawrence. He's had a great day for the PF International team as well. His teammate, the 48, just behind of Brad Purnell as well.
Yes, De Leon and Purnell actually disposing Makuris of a couple of positions there as well. So dropping Makuris back through the pack down to 8th place.
Lots of support out on the stream for drivers. Thomas as well. Support out for Sammy as well, so lots of support out there. Please do keep getting your comments in. We'd love to hear from you, and I'm sure the drivers would like to see those comments when they come to watching this race after they're done racing it. 6 minutes plus 1 additional lap to go. Defensive again goes Ravenscroft. Oh no, sorry, that's Darragh De Leon, sorry, I should say, in the number 14. There, he's piling on the pressure as well from Brad Purnell. Theo Makuris is right there behind, also trying to get past. But at the front, still, Fleming from Platten. It's only 2/10 between them. They are racing fearlessly at the front. Like you said, you saw a potential lunge from him earlier on, but then Fleming responded with the fastest lap of the race also.
Yes, indeed, and Makuris taking a place back again now from Pennell. De Leon moving away slightly from this pack. But yes, Platten holding station, 5 minutes still to go.
The number 4 there, Thomas Turner, getting past.
And a big tap of the helmet.
Yeah, the PF International driver of Brad Purnell.
Which, as we've said, means please overtake me at the next corner.
Exactly that. That's exactly what it means.
What they're trying to say is please work with me and don't overtake me and let's catch the pack in front. But actually what that means is I'm not going to defend the next corner, and so if you're behind, I'm going to send it up the inside.
Yeah. Oh, someone off on the start-finish line there. The 74 goes awry. That's Theo Makuris. His wheel has come off, apparently. I'm hearing the disembodied voice in my head.
Oh, and there he is. You can see the look of despair.
That's the exit of turn 1, and
oh,
there
it
it
is the wheel.
The right rear wheel has come off.
It looks like the hub's completely detached from the axle.
Yeah, that's a disaster for Theo. He's had such a good weekend this time around, and to finish it like that is a huge disaster. Back here, though, at the front, we're through the banking now, and this is Fleming and Platten, your 2 race leaders, absolutely nose to tail with 5 minutes to go, just over 4. They cross the line, and still that gap is around 0.3 of a second. No room given.
And Fleming banging in 2 fastest laps in a row as well, really piling the pressure now on Platten. We wondered I wondered what he got left in the bag, what he was keeping in reserve. Now we're starting to find out. Thomas Fleming, 2 fastest laps in a row, extends the gap, but only by 1/10 of a second.
Exactly that. Platten not giving any room for manoeuvre here to Fleming.
Harry Platten was only 0.06 behind on that lap as well, in terms of lap time anyway. So although it looks like Fleming is really applying the pressure, Platten is really going with him and using that slipstream effect to full effect.
Exactly that. 3.5 minutes to go. Out of the final corner, cross the line, and it's all still nose to play with our front 2. Back here, though, with the 29, Lewis Gilbert, Gus Lawrence and Sam Heading. They are still heading in the right direction because that's forward. They're trying their best to close that gap up to the race leaders, but at the moment they're in their lull. They're in a bit of a no man's land. They're just waiting for that time to go as you're pointing a finger at me.
I am. I'm just going to say, while we're in this lull, let's go over to the YouTube comments and say lots of support coming in for Sam Heading. From Lily Turner and Scott Goldsby. Go for it, Lewis, which I believe will be Lewis Gilbert from Mojo 1909, and Donna Pete saying, come on Turner, which I believe will be Thomas Turner in 7th place.
I'm surely you are correct, yes. Please do keep getting your comments in.
Biggest mover of the race so far, Oliver Greetham in 18th place. So 16 places he's made up so far this race, so well done to Oliver Greetham.
He is
Greetham?
Greetham, yeah, Greetham. So, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Out they go there, the back end of the 57 of Sam Heading. All over the back of Gus Lawrence's number 5 PF International kart.
Fleming has definitely received a hurry up now, 0.380. Again, there or thereabouts with Harry Platten. Harry Platten just matching the pace. 49.5s for these two. The only other person in the 49.5s was Gus Lawrence and Thomas Turner.
Yeah, I have to say. So, keeping a very close eye on it. This final is close, but it's not as close as it was yesterday. These drivers having a very cool, calm, collected race. Like you say, they're in the lull at the moment. They're just managing the tyres, of course, because they've been using these tyres all throughout today, all through their practice, qualifying, heats, and now their final. So this is where we see who has looked after them the most during the day and who has not looked after them the most during today. Thomas Turner, who looks like he has looked after his tyres, sets a new fastest lap of the race, 49.440.
Yes, your support from for Thomas Turner has come in and reached him, and he's suddenly pumped in a fastest lap of the race.
He has indeed, yes. 1 minute to go then, and we're back here with our race leaders once more. Fleming and Platten still nose to tail. What Platten's doing here, again, is just managing the situation. He is not letting Fleming get away, and Fleming's also managing the situation because he's just leading. So he's looking after this one nicely. He had a race win in his final yesterday. He's looking to repeat that today.
40 seconds to go, plus 1 lap. Harry Platten he's going to have to go Harry Flatters here to catch up with Thomas Fleming and certainly make a move.
Yes, indeed.
I kept that one in my pocket all day.
Yeah. He's going to need to flatten his accelerator pedal if he's going to close that gap up. Oh, there we go.
We have to get these jokes in because we've only got 2 more races to go after this one.
Exactly that. 16 seconds to go. Your race leaders are going into the penultimate corner now. I suspect we might get 1 more lap out of this race. Not too sure. 4 seconds to go. We do. They cross the line. Oh, there is the 14 of Daryl DeLeon gets nerfed out wide there, I think, as he goes wide. He's not going to be happy with that one. And the 48 of Brad Pennell gets through. He drops down now back into his original starting spot of 8th place.
Yes, indeed. And also Alessandro Ceranetti is dropping down the order as well. Don't know whether we've had yet another retirement. We're already up to 6 retirements from this race. It looks like we could be on 7 out of 34 as the clock strikes 0. So the last lap board will come out next time across the stripe.
It will do indeed. Now, this will be where we need to keep an eye on Platten and Fleming because it's only 0.2 of a second last time out between them. Platten will see that timing board say last lap. Final lap board is out. The gap opened up slightly to 0.3 of a second. So here we go then into the final lap, down into the boot section. Fleming doesn't even defend into the boot. He knows he's got the breathing space to carry on that normal racing line. Down the start finish, or back straight they go into that slipstream. Platten tucking in as much as he can. Has he got the time to do it though?
Well, there's only 3 corners to go now. Defensive, slightly defensive from Fleming.
Yep, that could have been the mistake that Platten needed because defensive once more is Fleming into there. Thomas Turner on the last lap, 5-second time penalty. What a disaster for him. Into the final corner we go.
Platten's
One more
right there.
corner, he is right there. Defensive goes Fleming. Fleming holds that. Platten's going to try to go the long way. Can't do it. It's going to be a race win. 2 for 2 for Thomas Fleming, and Platten crosses in second. The battle for third is still raging. Lewis Gilbert gets it just by Sam Heading and Gus Lawrence.
And look at that celebration as well from Thomas Fleming. Hear me now! Can you hear me now? Shabba! Thomas Fleming, well done. Congratulations. Senior X30, final winner. So, running down the order as they come across the line. So we had Fleming, Platten and Gilbert will be your podium. Sam Heading, Gus Lawrence, Thomas Turner, Brad Pennell, Daryl DeLeon finishing 8th. Clayton Ravenscroft, fantastic final from him. 11 places made up and finishing P9. So really good points for the championship for Clayton Ravenscroft. Guy Cunnington rounds out your top 10. Then we had Lewis Mackey, Caden McQueen, Archie Tillett, Joseph Taylor, Caleb Marshall, Oliver Greetham, your biggest mover in the final, making up 18 places to 16th. Well done there. And Jamie Rogers in 17th. Louis Johnston Cool in 18th. Ben Watson in 19th. Ben Higgins in 20th. Then it was Alex Moody, Oscar Joyce, JP Sleater, Adam Fitzgerald, Connor Clifford, Aaron Walker and Marcus Littlewood are your last of the classified finishers. Alessandro Ceronetti, Theo Makouris, Daniel Butterworth, Tyler Reed, Casper Scusa, Gary Edwards and Thomas Wood, unfortunately, were non-finishers. Whew, and breathe. Well done, Thomas Fleming. And Nanny June's been in touch again. Well done, Nanny June. Thank you for keeping us entertained through the day. And she said, well done, Lewis. Good job. P11 for Lewis. Lewis Mackey, of course. And I've lost my pen. There we are. Found it. Right, so Mini X30 and Junior X30 finals to go. Both of them 15 minutes plus 1 lap. So looking forward to those ones. Both of us have given us some fantastic entertainment throughout the day. Yes, fantastic entertainment from juniors and minis, and much like the seniors and all the other classes that we've had here today as well. Can you tell I'm filling? That's because I'm waiting for DJ to get down to the Parc Fermé area and interview our podium finishers, which will be Fleming, Platten and Gilbert. So yes, keep your comments coming in. Lily Turner saying well done, Sammy. And Joe Rippin saying Jack's gonna win. Jack who, Joe? Tell us who. And I will now hand you down to DJ with your podium finishes.
So once more, an amazing final we see from the Senior X30, and one man who looks like he can't believe it once more, Mr. Fleming. Talk to us about that one, because that looked like a controlled race all the way throughout, and another race win for you.
Controlled race, I don't know what race you were watching, mate. I had Harry breathing me down my neck, you know, for most of it. We had a couple issues with yesterday's final. You could probably see Clayton came in with like a second with, you know, within 3 minutes. We sorted everything out. You know, we've been perfect today. Won quali, won both heats, won the final. Just, I'm genuinely lost for words of how amazing this doubleheader has been for us. Yeah, a great weekend. Larkhall seems to be suiting you well, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a couple of years ago I got my first, you know, semi-big win over here, and it's just, it's really stuck with me, so I'm still in disbelief. Excellent. Well, enjoy your celebrations. Enjoy it with the team, of course. I saw you shaking hands with your mechanic there. But yeah, a great result for you for here at Larkhall. Yeah, I just want to thank Dan Holland Racing for the naughty setups, JP for being the top mechanic, Grice for, you know, the obscene waft that we've had this weekend. Big up the Chatham Green Village. Excellent stuff. Well done, Thomas Fleming. There, lots of waft in there. Let's talk to our second place man, Mr. Platten. Well, from your point of view again, you had a third yesterday, a second today. It's an improvement, and again, another podium in the finals. Good points for you still this year.
Yeah, it's great points. Obviously, after the first round, we struggled. So coming back through, hopefully we should have a decent position in the championship. Bit disappointed after the start, dropping back to third, having to get into second. By that point, Tom already had a bit of a gap. Started to come at him early on in the race, and then once you get there, it's just so hard to overtake. Just couldn't get the job and the move done. But still, good points. I'll take a second.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, we were watching you through the race, and all we were saying was another new fastest lap for Platten, another new fastest lap. You know, you were really putting it on there, but like you say, it's a fast circuit. It's, like you say, very difficult to overtake still, though.
Yeah, I mean, because of all the fast-flowing corners, you just understeer when you get to that kart length back. So I couldn't really do anything, but I just want to say a massive thanks to my family for the support, the team, Grice Racing Engines for obviously very good motors, and my mechanic.
Excellent stuff. Well, very well done, Harry Platten on second place. Excellent. Let's have a chat to our third place man here. Come in. Well, I have to say, you, from the start to finish, that was just working your way through. You had a bit of a gap, but you managed it well, I have to say, with all the screaming cars behind you.
Yeah, it was quite hard because we've never quite had the pace on weekend, but luckily enough, we just raced well enough to stay at the front, but it was hard, really hard.
Well, I mean, you must be happy with the team's performance, of course. You know, it's been a great weekend for you still, ups and downs, but to come with a podium at the end of the weekend must be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to jump back into class. It's my first time in half a year back in it, so I think I've done okay for that, but yeah, it's been good.
Excellent stuff. Anyone you'd like to thank?
I'd just like to thank Ben, my mechanic, and everybody at Storm Brainson for help.
Excellent stuff. Well done, Lewis Gilbert there on third place. A great result then for the Senior X30. Only a couple more races to go. Stay tuned because it's all about to get a little bit interesting. Right then, on to our final set of trophies, and then we can all finally go home. And I'm sure it's a long drive home for many. It is for us. I've got to go back to Silverstone. Right, so on to our Senior X30. There is no rookie in this one, so we'll go straight to our privateer. Huge round of applause, please, for 30th place, number 54, Daniel Butterworth, who's not here. Excellent. On to now our top three. In third place, only just, in the number 29 for Strawberry Racing, Lewis Gilbert. Getting in the way of photos again. There we go. On to second place. Huge round of applause, please, for BMR's driver number 3, Harry Platten. Sorry, Chris, again in your way. Now, on to our race winner for Senior X30 for the final 2. Huge round of applause, please, for Dan Holland Racing's Tom Fleming and his mechanic, please. You have to come up again. It's another medal. 2 for you. Well done. There we go. Ever an opportunity for a photo. Huge round of applause, please, for your Senior X30. Excellent stuff. Well, I think that precedes all of our podiums, doesn't it? Is everything? We've done it. Yes, we've done it. Well done, everyone. Thank you very much. Have a safe drive home. Please don't drive like the drivers did. Thank you.